Okay guys, Jay here, and we're going to take, in this video, we want to take a deep dive into our 10-page report on how to turn $2,000 into $100,000 income utilizing Opkee. Now, I wrote this report probably 5-6 years ago, and it's still in rough draft format, but I'm offering it to you guys. You can download it, you can look over it, and you can utilize it as a model if you're interested in doing so. So do whatever you want to do to improve upon the plan. I don't mean disseminate it out there to everyone else, but if you like to use it as a model for your own business, please do so. Again, how to turn $2,000 into $100,000 income using Opkee. So we're going to expand this one-page business plan, and as most people know, if you've seen any of my other videos, I just think this is the perfect business and side hustle for people that are capital deficient, so to speak. So these are some of the points that we're going to go over in here. You can read over that, how to build income with Opkee, which is other people's knowledge, expertise, and effort. I'm not going to read all of this for you guys, but understanding trading systems and how they can be 100% automated, meaning no to little manual effort. That doesn't mean there's not mental effort and emotional effort, but this is manual effort. And how we look for and how we find systems traders and strategies with minimal and defined risk. So, and this one is going to be important. This is at the end of it, but how do you profit from an Opkee mastermind group? Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean that we're selling you on our mastermind group, but you can start your own mastermind group with like-minded people, and we're going to show you what we look for in ours so you can go out there and get it done yourself. Fair? I think it is. Before we get started, make sure you look over the disclaimer. As anything else, guys, all this is hypothetical and just information. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not Series 7 or registered rep, anything like that. These are only opinions and projections and totally hypothetical. So make sure that you pause, read it, download it, whatever you need to do to understand that. You can lose all your money screwing around with this stuff. Okay, on the first page, there's only a few things that I want to make sure that you guys understand. As I say in this report, I'm handing you our business plan and showing you how we plan to generate life-changing profits, leveraging other people's knowledge, expertise, and efforts. It's Opkee investing and trading. Now, guys, this is nothing that's new. When we say other people's knowledge, expertise, and effort, this is no different than any other business. It's no different than you hiring an accountant to do your taxes or a tax preparer to do your taxes. To me, business is about leveraging other people's knowledge, expertise, and efforts, but we want to put it in a systematic and a structured form when it comes to our trading and our investing. So how do we do that? We created a successful investing and trading business model. That's what Opkee is. Sorry about that. Using successful trading systems, alerts, managed robots, and trade copy services. As a group, our mission is simple, and that is to find, assess, implement high-performing, low-effort signals, trading systems, and services that work with real money. In other words, we strategically put trading, investment, and personal growth gurus to the test, and we use what works to build wealth. Simple. You're going to see this over and over again when it comes to this whole Opkee philosophy. And when I'm looking at it, it may just seem like a weird acronym because I like acronyms. But it's only a basic tenet of business, like I put here. We are identifying, hiring, and managing talent to build wealth. That's it. I was a salesperson, sales manager, sales director, and then a sales trainer. I owned my own consulting firm. And I'm telling you, I made a hell of a lot more money when I was managing salespeople. I'm not saying that it wasn't a tough go, but I was making a hell of a lot more money when I had a group of people funneling money up to me based on their efforts. If they hit their goals, I would hit my goals. And my goals, at least financial goals, were lofty at that particular time. So it's the same thing when I'm looking at signal services, copy services, systems, anything of that nature. I think it's the perfect business. Now, I came up with applying this to trading based on the book by Tim Ferriss. If you hadn't read it, go to your library, look it up online, get it from Amazon, but it will change the way you look at how you're utilizing your time. This is the thing that got me going is, you know what? I love a lot of aspects when it comes to trading. I started trading futures several years ago, maybe 30 years ago. And there are certain things that I love getting up doing it. It really lit me up. You know, you want to do something that lights you up, right? And I was lit when it came to that. But there were certain things that I didn't like doing, and there were people that can do it better than me. So I would pay them to do it. And my life was so much simpler at that particular time. So in the 4-hour work week, Tim advocates outsourcing the task in your business or in your life that you can't do or you just don't want to do. Now you're left with the time to do what you want. You follow your bliss. Simple, maybe not easy, but it's very, very simple. So in short, I said I applied these principles to my trading and investing. So instead of being a trader and limiting myself at being a trader, now I run a small trading business. I outsource, I hire, and delegate many tasks to my international team. I love using that term international team because, you know, you have people all over the world from Upwork doing your bidding. Let me give you a quick example. Look at this flow chart right here, guys. If you're presented with an activity, and I'm going to put, let's go ahead and work with trading here. I'm presented with, I need to mark up my charts based on, anything that has to do with support, resistance, just anything like that. Do I enjoy it? No. And then I put right here, is it income generating? Yes. Can it be outsourced? Yes. So I'm going to hire someone to do it. They'll mark it up. They'll send it to me. I'll look at everything and I will make a decision based on that. Simple, right? Presented with an activity. I want to research and I want to try to find something wrong with this person's signal. Do I enjoy it? Oh, absolutely. Just send me send me his not bank statements, I'm sorry, his trading statements, and I'm going to try to find something where he may be being less than truthful with it. Is it income generating? Absolutely it is. Can it be outsourced? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Can it be outsourced? Yes. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. I made a mistake. Presented. Will I enjoy it? Absolutely. Yes. Put it on my list to do. So it's really simple, guys. Any activity. Let's go with this. Presented with an activity. I've got to go to a friend's anniversary party. Will I enjoy it? No. Is it income generating? No. Is it an obligation? Yes. So I go up here. Can it be outsourced? No. I had to put it on my calendar. I've got to bite the bullet on that. So this really changed things for me. And if I had the money or if I can barter someone else doing it, man, my life has become so much easier. And that's the same thing with this trading. There are people out there that they love watching the market. They love generating signals. It's hard to find them. They love generating signals, but they don't have what's in them to pull the trigger. They don't have the risk tolerance. There's many reasons why people are analysts and they're not traders. On Wall Street, analysts can make millions and millions of dollars, but they never pull the trigger. They only suggest to someone to pull the trigger. All right? Last thing on this page that I think is important, the Opkee investing business model takes on the attitude of you being a CEO of a personal hedge fund or an investment business. All right. Like any other business, I factor in revenue, expenses, paying for resources, and feel free to use any of my hypothetical business plan as a guide or a template. But again, I'm going to say this, not advice, not advice. Let's talk a little bit about signals in this section. People are always up in arms to talking about how Telegram signals are garbage, and I have to say this, even though I'm advocating for signals, you're right. Most of them are garbage. But many times they're not the problem. It's that people jump on anything and believe anything, or they have this hope and greed that things would work. So signals, in my mind, they're not the problem. It's your expectation and lack of risk management that's the problem. Here I wrote that many people try to use signal alert services without any prior trading knowledge. That's the biggest problem, because many of these you can call out for bullshit almost immediately if you had a little bit of knowledge or business experience. And while you do not have to spend years of learning how to trade on your own, you do have to have some fundamental understanding of how to use signals and services properly and what to expect from them. Your mindset has to be one of a business owner or CEO hiring a team to perform. That's like going in and just say, man, I don't need to interview this guy. He doesn't need to go on probationary period. I believe everything in his resume. If you do that, you're nuts. I believe everything that this person tells me on TikTok. Let's get a second mortgage on the house and let's put it all in cryptocurrency and follow behind this guy. Same thing, guys. But all the while you have the get rich slow guys like Warren Buffett, who I've hired him to manage some of my money, very little, but I've hired him. Now notice what I said. I hire people. If I put money with him, if I buy some Berkshire Hathaway stock or a portion of it, instantly in my mind that goes to I hired this dude, right? So that's the best way to hire Warren Buffett. Again, guys, we invest in other people's knowledge, expertise, and effort. I believe, our mastermind group believe, like-minded people believe that trading signals and services is the fastest and easiest way to participate in the markets and grow true wealth. This report, again, is designed to help you get on the profitable path to using signals and copy service correctly from day one. Now, what are some of our goals? Now, we're going to talk about the whole 7 to 10% a month. I know that's not the norm. We're talking about active trading, not passive investing. An active trader, and I see these people every day. They target from 5 to 20% a month, and they hit them. They hit those type of numbers. So we're not a passive investor that celebrates the 7 to 14% a year, because we have a smaller pool of funds, so therefore we've got to be a little bit more aggressive, for the lack of a better term, right? So one of the things that we've done is we've created, and you can do the same thing, we created the Opkee Investors Mastermind. Now this is for like-minded traders and thinkers and business people, and collectively we vet, test, and hire successful trading services. That's it. That's all we do, and whatever works, then we can go. Let me give you a classic example. This one guy who's a trader, and I'm making a video on him, but he said we can join his PAM. A PAM is an account that you can send to the broker. You open an account, and when he trades, your account will trade. And it had a minimum of $250. Now, I could have put $250 in there myself. We did some research on him. He has a great course, so we said, okay, he's going to be a pretty good trader. So before we invest in the course and learning how he trades, it's a lot cheaper for us to put $250 into an account and seize firsthand and watch firsthand how it works, how good he is. Is his course worth it, right? So what we did as a group of 10, we put $25 a piece in there. Simple. We're down 69% right now. So was that worth our $25 a piece, the mastermind? And it probably saved us thousands, because we were so hyped on this guy because his videos were great. Some of his teachings were great. So what's the first thing you say? Man, he's going to make some money. So we went with the minimum amount that was required, which was 250 bucks. That's $25 a piece effectively that we put into it. So we paid $25 that effectively saved us thousands of dollars. If we would have put $10,000 in that, just say I wanted to put $10,000 in there, man, we'll be down 6,900 bucks. So that's how a mastermind works, guys. That's how it works. And a couple more things on this page to point out. Read over this because we're just saying that we're the business owner, we're the CEOs, we make the money. And even when we find something like this guy that I'm telling you about, we don't harp on it, man. We just, again, we know that's just part of the game, but we only lost $25 effectively, right? So it's just part of the game. Keep moving. We want our energy to move forward, not backwards. So yeah, we start cursing. We had our one day and say, man, this dude right here. But then we let it go and we move forward. If you don't have that mindset, I wouldn't even advise that you even form your own mastermind group because I think you're doomed to fail. Right here again, guys, you can't outsource your decision making. The buck stops with you. You and you alone are responsible for your trading results, period. So even if I make the decision to give my money to a trader or again, I'm gonna make, and I'm not kidding when I say this, I'm gonna put a second mortgage on my house and go all in on one trader. I made that choice. You can curse, you can fuss, you can tell your friends that you've been ripped off, but man, the buck stops with you. You're responsible for that because you made that decision. Because it says here, this includes vetting and building your team, managing the performance of your team, and all the money management aspects of your business. Now, again, if I took out a second mortgage, and let's just say I had $100,000, and so you see that this guy is making 10% a month, and you believe that this guy is making 10% a month on the money uh, off of that 100 grand, right? So you're saying, wow, 10,000 a month. Did you vet it? Did you test it? Did you see how he was trading? Do you know what the drawdown is? And why are you putting all of your money in one basket? Maybe temper if that's totally risk capital, and I don't call borrowed money risk capital. Now, if you can afford just uh, to lose that 100 grand, sure. But I don't think if you had to go get a second mortgage on your house and pulled out 100 grand to give to a trader because of pure greed and the lack of knowledge, I don't think that's risk capital. Okay, so here with Opkee business mindset, an alert service or a signal service is not just a signal service to be followed blindly. I see a signal service, alert service, more of a well-vetted employee. I wouldn't trust or follow a signal service or trader blindly, no more than I would hire an unvetted salesperson for my business. You wouldn't do it, guys. You wouldn't do it. Why would you want to invest money in that? Okay. We'll go over this in another one, but just want to just make sure that you understand what we do or how we're doing, like how do we find these folks. And in the middle of the page, you can read this yourself. I hear of people trusting their trading capital to an EA. An EA is a trading robot, signal service, or trade copier just to have their account blown in a very short period of time. They had no idea beforehand how the service would interact with their broker. See, there are different brokers, guys. You can have a trader and a system that's so successful on one broker and it's not successful on the other because of the spreads, the commissions, the slippage. There's a lot of variables going into the failure or success of a service. Most don't question or test the max equity drawdown, slippage, and trading activity. Again, vetting traders and systems takes time, effort, and money. And that's where you need to form your own Opkee mastermind. As a group, we share the cost of vetting our traders, signals, and systems. We look for signals and traders that can be accurately copied, yielding positive results. Nothing's going to be 100%. We already know that. But nevertheless, it must fit our criteria, including including, but not limited to. It must be trackable. Is trackable a word? I think it is. Less than 40% equity drawdown. I usually even go for less than that. Equity drawdown is simply this. If we have an account and it's $10,000 in the account, it can't go lower than $4,000 down. $6,000 in the account. If it hits $6,000, it's going to close all trades and shut down that particular system. Low slippage and 5 to 10% monthly gains and more. Our process is simple. We review the account statements, trade a demo for a while, then test with live funds on a small account. So we take our time doing this. Once we trade on a demo is not the same as live results. So we want to make sure that the system, the robot, and the trader can be effective on live accounts as well as demo accounts. So let's go with our one-page business plan. And guys, make sure that you download the spreadsheets, because you can play with those spreadsheets, put in any amount that you want from $25 to unlimited amounts. So here's the sample plan below, and I'm basing this on a $2,000 project, which I'm going to call Jay's $2,000 project, because I have different projects. I have projects for my grandkids. I have projects for even this new car that I want. So I'm putting money in and I'm trading for it to either handle all of the car payment or cash, depending on when I want it, or it will subsidize the car payment. All right. So there's a lot of little projects that I use Opkee trading and investing for. Let's take a look at this, guys. Here's the whole one-page sheet. There's a lot of information that I put on this, a lot of information, but this is to remind me, because I have an expanded business plan, but this reminds me when I take a look at this on a daily or weekly basis, whatever I want to do. And I will expand some of it, but again, most of it is going to be explanatory. Some of it's not. So this is my $2,000 retirement project. Here's my one-page plan. Here's the goal of my retirement, is to participate in the markets for profit and income. Our objective is to grow $2,000 of risk capital into $100,000 income. Not just to $100,000, but $100,000 income within 5 years or less. I will be employing technology to copy the trades of successful systems, signals, and trading teams. This is huge. My job is to manage my trading business. So that's a lot of aspects. I'm CEO. There's 2 milestones. If you already have $100,000 of risk capital, of course, a person can start right there and start taking income immediately. I just happen to want to take out $1,000 a year at 100% profit. So I'm just saying, okay, I want this project to pay me $100,000 a year. So it may take me around 5 years to get there before it starts showing profit like that. So you have to determine your own, and that's going to be easy to do. I have some spreadsheets. Again, these spreadsheets show you what's possible. I didn't say that they're probable, because nothing is perfect, right? So milestone 1 is growing the account from 2,000 to 100,000. Milestone 2, with continued trading and performance, withdraw $100,000 a year at annual income once milestone 1 is reached. I need to do around or average 7% a month. And if I can do that, I should hit the $100,000 mark without adding any more money to it within 5 years. That's cool. Over here, we have the SWOT analysis. The SWOT analysis is looking at your personal attributes, right? Your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and threats. Like I have, my strength is I have a high risk tolerance. I'm a team builder. I hold myself accountable and have others hold me accountable. I'm good with accountability. You know, everything is on me. My weaknesses, I don't have the $100,000 for this project, so I have to build that. Discipline sometimes it was a problem, but I even outsource some of my discipline because I have people to hold me accountable for being more disciplined. I love Opkee. Some of the threats, I want you to see this. This is important. And I keep coming to this because it was a sad post that I read that someone had, and this company was called Novatech, right? And someone had put a second mortgage, and they pretty much promised 12% a month, and allegedly. And someone took out a second mortgage on their home, on their paid off home, and put it all in Novatech. because people don't think about what are some of the threats. Even if things are going well, it can be accidental. It can be a lot of things that can go wrong, but they put $100,000 into Novatech. So this is where you look at real threats. Threats can be your brokers. Whether they're U.S. brokers that are regulated or unregulated brokers, any broker can trade against you. If you're making too much money, they can start trading against you and start tweaking and manipulating the system against you. U.S. or unregulated brokers. Tech failure. Anything can happen with technology, man. I had a server down yesterday, but honestly, it was my demo account, but at the same time, it's still scary whenever some technology goes down with the broker. And now we're having war-like activity in Israel. I hope everyone's okay. System failures, and then last but not least, man, I have put in the wrong trade. You have to even look at yourself when it comes to this, man. Me, myself, and I is the biggest threat that I have. I've got to be honest with you. We're going to break this down as well. Let's see. This is the whole plan. This is a spreadsheet, guys, that I had designed, and you can put in how much you want to start with your starting account balance, what you expect to do each and every month, and then it'll break it down and tell you where you are first year all the way through the fifth year. So this should be grown. If this were to hold true, $2,000 would be $115,000, almost $116,000, and your monthly profit goal would be, if you're taking profit and you're spending it, a little bit over $8,000. So monthly income after year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. That's if everything goes perfectly. Guess what? Everything's not going to go perfectly. But even if this was the success rate was cut in half, I would be okay with that. I don't know about you guys. Okay, and then we're going to talk about the responsibility split. I want to remind myself on a daily basis, me as CEO and my Opkee team. Opkee team is anyone that I pay money out to. That's it. That's my team, including me. And then, of course, we'll talk about like what are some of the ongoing costs, because this is a business. I think this is cool. Even though I'm the only one in my company, I don't care if I start my company with $100. And as a matter of fact, I have $100 to $100 to $100,000 spreadsheet as well, and I'll do a quick video on that. So it's no excuse when it comes to money. You can find a couple of $100 to get this thing started, and then you may want to put more risk capital in there once you start proving to yourself that you can make money. That's what I love about Opkee Trading. Greatest business in the world. Okay, so here I have, as you can see, CEO is me, my operations team, those are trading assistants, trade analysis team. Notice I didn't put signal service. No, that's my trade analysis team, because everything that they send over to me, I see, and it's analyzing the market. How I use that analysis is totally up to me. So I love having that sort of structure. And I also have something that I call a due diligence team. The due diligence team is the team that sniffs out bullshit. In other words, when someone like a partner bring, hey man, check this out, this is great right here, man, they hadn't had a losing month yet, and they've always done over 25%. Nah, I'm gonna sniff that out. We're gonna do a lot of due diligence on that, and you can find your due diligence team on YouTube. There's a lot of people that sniff things out. All right, let's explain this. We've already gone over the milestones, so this is self-explanatory. Again, it just shows you my spreadsheet, and this is what I want to hit is 7% collectively with this particular project, right? Time and energy commitment. I call this ROE. ROE is return on your energy, return on your effort. So by using that, I'm looking for people that can automatically trade while I'm sleeping. Most Forex trading happens during the London session, unlike the U.S. when it comes to US 30 and the stock market and things of that nature. That's going to be a US session. So here are my team descriptions. I put them here. I'm the CEO. I'm the boss. I enjoy researching and vetting systems and servicing. and executing trades from my own systems. I execute 90% of these low effort trades. I monitor all activities and hold all traders and assistants accountable for doing what they said they were going to do. I don't care if I have $2,000, $100. I have a full blown business, guys. That's what makes it so cool. And like any business owner, I always have my eye out for new talent, and I have no problem firing an alert service, a trader, or a system when it is necessary. That is the thing that I always knew, because just like salespeople or your top employees, people who are bringing revenue to your company, you always have to have a replacement, because nothing lasts forever. Remember that, because people said that's one of the things. Well, what if he gets hit by a bus? Well, I have a bench. It's like an athletic team. You're always recruiting. You're always filling in the blanks. There are always people who are going to do it better, faster, and more profitable. You've got to be in the mindset of researching, looking, be on the lookout, and be ready to receive better. That's simple. My virtual assistants, they handle some of the tasks that I can't or I just don't want. I'm in the U.S. There's several trading opportunities that happen in a London session. Beginning on the trust or experience level, they can execute trades for me. Don't have anyone doing that right now, total transparency. Or have called me Skype to inform me of a setup during the session. Now I do that. So someone may see something, an alert on my phone doesn't do it for me. So they've got to call me, either telegram, ring my phone to wake me up. Okay. Traders and systems, these are the services I hire. Guys, that is going to be important. I consider the process of interviewing, vetting, and hiring my trading department. They provide me with market analysis, outlook, and or trades that I can copy. I only hire traders that fit my criteria: time, effort, and goals. Are you getting this? So this is a full-blown business. Again, I don't care if you start with $100, $1,000, or $100,000. The attitude is exactly the same. Exactly the same. This is I think this is one of the things that people don't factor in, and why they don't trade like a business, because they don't factor in startup and ongoing business expenses. There's going to be cost in business, guys, in any business. So in this section, I put in, okay, this is what it's going to take minimum for me to turn my $2,000 into a $100,000 income in 5 years, right? So I have over here, here's the trade capital, which is $2,000. And I put it risk capital. The capital will be deposited into a trading account and used for trading activities. It just shows that. And it's liquid capital, which only I would have access to. That's pretty understandable. But this is where people go wrong. They don't look at their done-for-you expenses, which would be the signal services, the trade copier, the technology that they have to set up. So they don't factor that in. So you may not be getting profit right away. But remember, these are business expenses. Check with your CPA or accountant when it comes to that, all right? But we're looking at $50 to $200 a month, $600 to $2,400 a year. Now, of course, I'm at a little bit larger scale than that, but it'll just give you some idea. It's okay to spend $200 a month to have people working for you, to educate yourself, to have technology. Is worth $200 a month to help grow your $2,000 into a $100,000 a year income. So the estimate 5-year total from $3,000 to $12,000 in 5 years, and then add $1,500 on that for an IRA. Check with your CPA, but for me, I like self-directed IRAs, and in that way, I can check with your CPA. But my understanding is that I can tax defer the earnings, so I don't have to pay taxes on it each and every year until it's time for distributions. Now, again, check with yours, but as of today, that's what I was told, and I need to grow, excuse me guys, my throat there. I need to grow my money tax deferred. I can't say tax free because there's no such things as that. So here it is right here, $99 plus for resources, signals, traders, trade copy. And again, I'm hiring these people, and I would really like to hit that sweet spot of 10% a month. I hadn't seen that. I've seen people brag about it, but it hasn't been tested and proven to me yet. So even over a 5-year period, I just put all that there. But guys, you can plug in your own numbers, and that should give you some sort of idea of where you are. Excuse me, man. And the Opkee Trading Mastermind. You can start your own mastermind by getting with people, even locally. It's great to even talk about some of the alternative wealth building practices and vehicles that are out there. But I love having a mastermind where I have other people testing. I don't have to spend all of my money testing and learning the hard way and all of that crap. So when let's go with this. Yeah, I'll read this really quick. We are constantly evaluating new trader systems and signal services. We offer a mastermind group for those who want to take advantage of consistent performing traders and systems we partner with. The Opkee Mastermind offers members a way to profit from other people's knowledge, expertise, and efforts. As a group, we co-opt the cost of sourcing, testing, and negotiating services and systems that work. As a group, we all benefit from hundreds and thousands of dollars of services for a fraction of the cost. Starting for less than $15 a week, our mastermind members share these benefits or more. Okay, we don't have that. That's not an offer or a sales pitch, guys, but we do have a trading mastermind. But you can easily start your own. All you need to do is take people who are interested in stocks and well, we'll call those equities, options, Forex, just different alternative, highly aggressive alternative trading vehicles, and come together as a group. Now, the thing is, there's what I love about Forex, there's a lot of free stuff. I mean, legitimately free material out there on the internet, like baby pips. If you want to start, you can learn. And, you can actually start with $100 in an account. Start to learn how regulated and unregulated brokers work. Who pays out, what slippage is. So you can do that with less than $100. Now, why I like this better than any other opportunity out there is because you can buy a coaching program or a course for $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. That's money you could have been growing while you're learning. I don't get it. I'm gonna give you one classic example. Me and a friend, we got all hyped about how people were making money with Amazon stores. And okay, you guys probably know this story, right? Once we got the course, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do anything that was involved. And outsourcing it was expensive as hell. So we were already $2,000 down because of the course. And then they offered coaching, which we didn't take. That would have been $10,000 in a done for you deal. And then all of a sudden, after our greed glasses were off, then I started finding, do your due diligence first. All you have to do is find someone else's experience. Everyone has had an experience, but you get so hyped up, we don't even do our due diligence. So do your due diligence, make sure that the task and the things that you need to do resonate with you, that you feel pretty good about getting them done on a daily basis. Hell, I didn't even make it through the whole course. Yeah, I know, that's on me. So guys, so what I'm going to do is we're going to revamp this report to update it, but I just wanted to put something in your hands, answer some of the questions, make some clarifying statements on some of the things that you didn't understand. Also, look for the video on turning $100 into $100,000 income and the value of $100, and a couple of other videos that we'll make to expand and to expand on this. I know this was a long one, almost 40 minutes, but we've got to put more out there. to give me something else to do besides wait for these people to make me money. Guys, go out there and make some real money. Jay out.